everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. I hope you're having a good day. It's been a little bit. I'm back, and while I was away, I was busy sprinting around Hyrule collecting everything. Every single ingredient, I've picked it up in the past 48 hours. With one goal in mind, every single recipe, all 228, collected and crafted and put into a tier list. I hope you enjoy the video. Real quick, let me go through what these tiers mean. D tier is like I never want to touch it, get it away from me. I will throw it if you hand it to me. C tier is like I'll try it, okay? I'll give it a taste. B tier is just average food. Like, I'll eat it, but I'm not, like, super excited about it. A tier, if I was Link, I'm getting this food and I'm making this recipe as soon as possible. S tier is put that in my mouth immediately. Put the food directly into my mouth. I will eat it, I promise you. But now that we know how the tier list works, I have to start somewhere very specific just to set the tone for this entire list. We have to start with the greatest drink of all time. I'm talking about milk, baby. Dude, milk, incredible. I drink it with everything. Pizza, chicken wings. No matter what, I'm drinking it with milk. It's the perfect drink. It's been around for decades and it never changes. Immediate S tier. You're not allowed to click off the video. I have a very sophisticated palate. And now we get to choose at random. Now the chaos begins, all right? Like, what is this? Honeyed fruits? That's a delicacy. And what's more important about it is you have to fight off a bunch of bees with tiny swords to get it. Honeyed fruit, I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's a strong start, man. I'm feeling good about this. We've got 228 of these to go, so just tuck yourself right in there and get ready for it. We're gonna be here for a while. Mushroom rice balls. I'm gonna put everything in S tier. I didn't make S tier big enough. I would put it in S tier, but there's one thing that's throwing me off is the entire whole mushroom inside of it. I'll put it in B tier. All right, meat stuffed pumpkin. Hylia, thank you so much. This is a blessing. Also, I'm pretty sure meat stuffed pumpkin is like linked to a really heartbreaking and sad side quest, so I feel like I gotta give it A tier. And I'd devour it, let's be honest. Pumpkin, underrated vegetable, and then you put like a bunch of meat inside of it. I'm tearing it to pieces. No disrespect to the pumpkin, but you're gone, big man. Fruit and mushroom mix. Now this is gonna be a controversial take, one that I'm not scared to admit. If the mushroom is bigger than my hand, I'm not putting my mouth near it. I'm sorry. You gotta chop it up and like hide it from me. Now salt grilled meat, I'm already filling up A tier more than I thought I would. Oh, dude, it's just meat with salt. I'll put it in B tier, cause there's better things than meat with salt. If that's all that's on it, like I'll pass. Copious fried wild greens. Now this, I imagine, is an incredible dish. If you're like that dinosaur that has the really long neck, you know the one. Unfortunately, I have a very normal sized neck. I'm not putting grass. I'm not in my mouth. Now steamed fruit. You're doing too much. The fruit is perfect as is. Why am I gonna enjoy it now if it's like a little bit warm and wet? You steam the fruit, you make it worse in my opinion. Creamy seafood soup. Now this is disgusting. Dude, have you ever smelt clam chowder? I have a funny story about seafood soup. I worked at Tim Hortons and we had a clam chowder stew, and our baker hated the smell, and I was the guy who put on the soups. But I would put it on the list because it was like a funny joke. She used to hide around corners and scare me though, so like she deserved it. I'm putting this in D tier. It smells too bad to put it near my mouth. I'm sorry. Curry pelif. I don't know what that is. Dude, this looks good. This looks good. A rice dish? Dude, call me crazy. This is S tier. I'll put it in A. It just doesn't compete with milk, I'm sorry. Cheesy tomatoes. I am happy to be here, it's true. Look at the presentation. It's beautiful. How do you get a plate the perfect size for 4 cheesy tomatoes? I'm like mad about it. The dish is adorable. That being said, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy a tomato more because you throw like a block of cheese on it. Tomatoes are good, but mixed into things and not just cheese. I'll try it. I'll put it in C tier. I'm not a coward. Roasted wild berry. Someone just dropped it in a fire and called it a meal. I'll try it. I hate to say it, but I will. A roasted entire bird. Don't show Teba. Don't show Tulin. It'll give him nightmares. This would be delicious. People eat this like every year in real life. That's how you know it's good. I'll put a roasted bird in A tier. Roasted bird thighs? Same thing, man. Immediate A tier. Rito Village is fine. I promise, I got these somewhere else. Roasted bird drumsticks? Okay, I did get this one near Rito Village, but it was not in there. That's another A tier. A tier's filling up faster than I thought. Now, rock hard food. I'm not a monster, okay? Link might be able to do this, and I think he does it to sharpen his teeth for combat purposes, but I'm not touching it with my teeth, I promise you. While we're here, let's get dubious food out of the way real quick. Link doesn't even like it, and he eats like everything. It was the first time I ever saw that man disappointed around a cooking pot. It's a solid D tier. Dark stew? I think I heard it whispering my name earlier. I am tempted to eat it. I don't know if that's the spirits talking or if it actually looks good. I'll put it in B tier. No, I don't know if I'll try it. I'll try it. I don't know if I'm confident. All right, back to a normal piece of food. Prime meat and rice bowl. Give it to me immediately. I want it now. Like, I would eat that tonight. I'd eat that during the recording of this video if I could. It's not S tier. because it's not milk. Crime poultry curry, once again. Dude, I can smell it. My mouth is watering. I'm embarrassed to admit it. That's A tier. Glazed veggies. Glazed with what, dude? Now I'm concerned. What are you glazing with in Hyrule? Oh, just an entire beehive. That's cool, I guess. Don't like the taste of vegetables? Simply saute them in honey for a salty, sweet flavor. You know what? They're making good points. The thing is, vegetables already have a weird consistency. Vegetables, I'll try it. Herb saute. Who the hell is herb? A fragrant mixture of herbs and spices. It's easily recognized by its unique aroma. Now, does that scare you as much as it scares me? What do you mean unique aroma? It's got Goron spice, and for some reason the Goron spice has been talking to me for like a week now. It looks so good. I don't know, it's probably just rocks, but I imagine it's incredible. I think I'm putting herb saute in B tier, man. Next one, salt grilled crab. I think it's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would scratch him behind the ears. I'm putting it in B tier. Fried bananas. You're making me mad. Bananas are perfect as is. I feel like this shouldn't be allowed. I'm putting it in C tier. Wheat bread! Wheat bread! Yo! Okay, you can't be mad at me, but this is S tier, right? Dude, fresh bread? That's a gift. I'm putting it in S tier, I'm sorry. We got milk and bread in S tier. What is this timeline? I have a very complex palate, I promise you. It's not showing yet, but it's in there, I swear. Vegetable omelet, put it in my mouth immediately. We're not putting it in S tier, but like, I will eat this. I know how to make a mean omelet, by the way. I learned it once in grade 9 cooking class. I don't mean to brag, but I'm an expert. Passed it with an S. Seafood rice balls, yes. Yes. I love it. Yes. Salmon on that? Yes. But I want this. I'm trying to think what I'm saving S tier for, because like this I could go for right meow. I'm putting it in S tier. Okay, back-to-back S tiers. I'm feeling good about that. See, now, look, see, it's getting a little bit exquisite up there in his taste buds. Yes. Salmon risotto? What the hell is a risotto? Hold on. What is risotto? I spelt risotto wrong. An Italian rice dish. Creamy consistency. I'm not a creamy guy, says the milk enjoyer. I know. I'll put it in B tier. Sorry, salmon risotto. You sound delicious. Until I learned about your horrific backstory. Carrot stew? Yummy. A tier, yummy. Thank you. I realized I'm doing the thing again where I just rate everything really high, and I feel like it was a mistake doing this tier list while I was hungry, but I see no incorrect placements. Actually, you know what? After studying the list for like 5 seconds, I'm moving roasted whole bird down to B tier. Only because a whole bird being roasted usually means like families visiting, and do I need to say anything else? Glazed mushrooms, get it out of my sight. I'm sorry. I'm not a mushroom enjoyer. Honey consistency on mushrooms sounds atrocious. D tier. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm right. Pepper seafood. Now this strikes a little bit of fear in my heart. I like fish. I don't want to look it in the eyes as I eat it. It has a mouth, dude. What if it starts talking to me, huh? And then what? I don't like it. It scares me. Now meat and seafood fry. This I could be convinced to eat because the fish is not looking at me. He's there, but he looks delicious. And it's fried, so it's gonna be a little bit crispy. I'm putting it in A tier. I feel like I should have made A tier bigger. I did not realize I was hungry. Spiced meat skewer. I will eat this. Copious mushroom skewer. Okay, I heard something. I don't know if this is true, so you can't be mad at me if it's wrong, but our like genetic makeup is super close to mushrooms, right? Right? Hold on, I have to look this up. Oh wait, only a few tiny changes in our DNA structure set us apart. That's crazy to me. We were like 1 3-pointer away from being a mushroom. Which is terrifying to think about. This is family. I'm not eating this. Now, meat skewer. That's like almost as good as the spiced one. Meat on a stick, though? I think I'll pass. Now, a deep fried entire bird. You're being ridiculous. We gotta stop, man. I'm putting it in D tier. That's too much. You're doing too much. Cream of vegetable soup. I see the appeal. Once again, I'm not a creamy soup kind of guy. I'll put it in B tier though, just to respect its honor. You know, I feel like it's earned its reputation. Prime meat stew, I eat one of these like every day. My soup cupboard is full of soups and they're all meats. This is a Quinn meal. Crunchy fried rice. Now you're speaking to my brain. I knew it was there. That's going S tier. Crunchy fried rice. I used to go to swim practice, and every day before swim practice, I would go to the Chinese food place and I would get their fried rice and red sauce. Oh my God. The nostalgia. The taste, the heaps that they used to pile on. Crunchy fried rice is the greatest meal of all time. Cheesy meatball. Now this might be surprising. I'm not all that excited about a cheesy meatball. I feel like a normal meatball is good. I don't know. I think the cheese makes it worse. People are gonna be mad about that. You guys are cheese enjoyers. I once made the mistake of saying cheese has a smell in a video and I got roasted like 300 times in the comments. I don't like cheese, and it's your fault, so I'm putting it in B tier. I like cheese, just not copious amounts of it. Like, it just gets annoying. I'm the only man annoyed at cheese, I know, but it's accurate, and it's a good place. You know what? I convinced myself. I'm moving it down to C tier. Prime cheesy meatball. You are making me mad. C tier. Who's next? Gourmet cheesy meatball. C tier. I'm just like trying really hard to convince you guys that I'm not a rat. I'm not a mouse. Dude, I hate cheese. It's disgusting. Tucks entire wheel of cheese under my shirt. It's awful. I hate cheese. Rat noises ensue. You know how many times I have to cut rat noises out of the video because I do them? I don't do them. That doesn't happen. Okay, making good progress on the list. Half hour in, I'm feeling good. I've managed to fully convince you guys that I'm not a rat. Cheesy baked fish. Oh, I hate it. It's gross. It has eyes. That's I don't need to explain myself. Mushroom omelet. But do we really need a mushroom the size of the damn plate with this? So call me crazy. I'm putting it in D tier. Not a rat. I'm not a rat, I promise. Honey crepe. I have an exquisite palate. I have a very sophisticated palate. I'm immediately putting this in S tier. No questions asked. Not cake. Dude, I know a squirrel would lose his mind if he saw this. This is like S tier if you're a squirrel, which I am not. By the way, I'm putting it in B tier. Prime poultry palif. I'm saying that word wrong. I know, I'm sorry. I'm feeling a strong B tier from it. Prime poultry palif. It's just chicken rice. I convinced myself. That's A tier. Crab risotto. I hate to do it because it sounds really good. Maybe I'm not sophisticated enough. That just doesn't seem like the ideal meal for me. I'm sorry. It's C tier. Gourmet poultry curry. It has to be A tier, right? It's gourmet meats. I don't know what a gourmet like poultry would be. Sake. Copious simmered fruit. This is just like a pie without the best part of pie, right? Am I insane for thinking that? This is just a pie, but you didn't have all the ingredients, so you just threw it in a bowl and called it a day. There's no passion here. Now, you guys were lost with that point. Let me pull you back in real quick. Simmered fruit. The perfect amount, not too much. That's A tier. Sauteed nuts. Now that's a meal. I'm not a squirrel. I'm putting it in D tier. No. It's like, I would try this. Like, I love a cashew, a pistachio, a peanut. It's all delicious. Remind me what saute is again? To cook food in oil. Oh, dude, why you throwing the cashew in oil, bro? Seafood skewer. It has eyes and the other food is in like a shell. Why is it on a skewer? I don't want to eat it. Fish skewer. I didn't want to eat the one fish looking at me. Now I have to look at two in the eyes. Dude, they will haunt you. It has a face. It will remember you in the afterlife and you will be haunted, I'm pretty sure. Fish and mushroom skewer. Don't disrespect me. I'm not eating it. Now, a meat and mushroom skewer, I could be persuaded. I don't think putting it like on a stick makes the food better. I'm gonna be honest with you. That does nothing for me. If anything, I feel like it'd be more like annoying to eat. But I'll leave it there. I won't complain too much. I will, but like I'll cut it out of the video. Mushroom skewer. D tier. Apologies. It's too similar to me. That's a brother. Now, a pumpkin pie is the best pie. Apologies? None. I have none for you. I am correct. That is the objectively correct greatest pie of all time. I'm sorry, you throw a little bit of Nutella on that? Oh, whipped cream? Nutella? Oh. Quinn, how come your S tier is just milk and the worst foods imaginable for you? Society made me this way. Cheesecake is S tier. Fruit pie? No. Apple pie? The crispy, flaky pie crust and sweet apples are a match made in heaven. The game said that, not me. So that's how you know it's good. I'll put it in B tier. I'm not a huge apple pie enjoyer. Gourmet meat stew? A tier. See, I eat food. I eat food that's good for me. That'd be delicious. It's in my cupboard right now. Vegetable risotto? You're throwing too many big words at me and I forget them. It's the creamy rice. I'm putting it in B tier. Prime meat curry? I know art when I see it. B tier. It's A tier. Come on. Now, meat curry, I will put in B tier. Because prime meat's just like, it's the better meat. Fragrant mushroom saute. Gross. Okay, do mushrooms have a smell? What do mushrooms smell like? What do you mean fragrant? This is gross to me. Pepper steak? You guys are gonna be pissed. I had steak once. I think it was medium well, and my parents ordered it for me because I was like 11. And I don't know. Salt grilled fish? It's looking at me again. Somebody get this guy. He's looking at me again. No, thank you. Cooked stem bulb. Why is it juicy? Why is it built like that? Dude, what? I'll try it, okay? I'm not convinced yet, but I'll try it. Now, butter stem bulb. Now you're speaking a language that I understand. I don't even have to pull up like a translation app on my phone to understand the words you're speaking to me. Buttered stem bulb is B tier. Veggie cream soup. Once again, I respect them. I do respect them, but I'm not gonna eat it. I'm sorry, you gotta add meat to that. Now, cream of mushroom soup. I will not try this. Steamed meat. Okay. It's like a cooked like piece of meat that's just really wet. Right? Am I insane to think that? Don't answer that. I've already made up my mind. I'm putting it in C tier. It's just wet meat. There's like one guy in the comments who only eats steak when it's steamed, and he is so mad right now. Seafood fried rice, S tier. I don't have to think about it. It's everything that I love. Fish, and I love fish, and I love fried rice. Easy S tier. Fried egg and rice? It's S tier. My whole tier list moved to create space for it. That's how the game knew that it fish, a dark cake. Now, I don't want this. I've been having some real weird dreams ever since I cooked this. It's alluring for sure. Like, it has a pull to it, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I refuse to look it in the eyes. I'm not eating it. Now, dark rice balls. I think I just really like rice. I don't know if it being from like a different realm adds anything or makes it worse, but I'm putting it in B tier. Fruitcake. Every year around Christmas, I hear so many people say how this is awful. I sang a song in like 6th grade at a Christmas play about how bad fruitcake is. That being said, I've never had it. It's D tier. Carrot cake. Okay. Quinn convincing the entire audience that he isn't a rat, but he may in fact be a rabbit. How come every time there's carrots, I like get a little bit excited? Carrot cake is the best cake, hands down. I'm doing a handstand. That's how hands down I am right now. Wild berry crepe. You peaked with honey crepe. I'm not doing it. A plain crepe. I'm annoyed. Just make a damn pancake. I'm putting it in C tier. Egg pudding. Now this sounds atrocious, right? Like on paper, this sounds like the worst thing imaginable. Let's see if the game can convince me. I've never had it. Somehow it's standing on its hind legs, and that's a little frightening. Made by cooking eggs and milk in a special mold. Its soft texture melts in your mouth. They kind of pulled me back in, but I don't like that it could like backflip if you asked it to. Why does it have such good posture? I'm putting it in B tier because like I am scared of it, but I will eat it given the opportunity. How am I randomly just pulling cakes? Oh, here we go. Glazed meat. You just covered meat in honey. And now, once again, I'm stuck with the battle of if that makes it better. I don't think it does. I'll go B tier. This might be my most controversial tier list I've ever done. Controversial was very hard to say. Gourmet spice meat skewers, you get 3 of them. That's too much meat. B tier. Okay, now we're filling up the B tier. Now I feel good about my list. I feel like it's solid so far. I do not think there was anything I would change. Actually, I hate to do it, but I will remove the seafood fried rice. I think I got a little bit overzealous. I was a little excited. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Omelet. Default omelet number 3. Nothing exciting. I'll put it in C tier. Fish pie. Now this brings back memories. This is nostalgia. I'm Irish. We love the fish pie. It's been at like every family get together. This is the meal. The only thing that beats it is maybe a meat pie. But before we get there, let's talk design. It's adorable, and it's not looking at me. I think that's A tier. But you throw in a meat pie? Oh! That tastes like home. Glazed seafood, it sounds really gross, right? I'm not the only one that thinks that. It sounds it's like a fish with honey. Fish are already slimy. I'm not eating it with honey. Creamy heart soup, this is A tier. It's made with love. Caliban, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Look, the radish or whatever it is even cut like a heart, and I think that's adorable. Enjoying this sweet soup with another person will bring you both closer together. All right, you lost me. Now I'm sad. I'm putting this in D. It made me sad. It's going in D tier. Snail chowder? That's a mixture of words that I don't want to say out of my mouth. I'm not putting them back into my mouth. I apologize, but it's going in D tier. Curry rice? B tier. Vegetable curry? A little bit better. I'll put that in A tier. Steamed tomatoes. I'm putting it in C tier. I'm gonna try it, but I'm not gonna like it. I don't think like any one vegetable is like really good on its own, like 8 times other than carrots. Not a bunny rabbit, by the way. Not a rabbit. I'm not a animal. I'm a grown man with really good food taste. Steamed mushrooms. I'm not gonna like it because you make it like wet, by the way. Like that's not gonna do anything for me. I like my vegetables to like have a crunch. Also, that's family. Like I said, I'm not eating it. Sauteed peppers. I don't like B. Fried wild greens. Once again, I can respect it. Steamed fish. Aren't all steamed fish? Fish are wet. Are fish wet or is wet water? Is fish? It's looking at me. Gourmet meat and seafood fry. Spicy meat and seafood fry. It was Zelda's dad's like favorite meal. A tier. Prime meat and seafood fry. Disgusting. Get it out of my face. Crab stir fry. This is a meal. That is going to be an S tier. That's a dream meal. Corgi. Oh no, not this again. Not this again, dude. This was a side quest in Breath of the Wild, and you guys cooked me in the comments for not knowing how to pronounce Monmier. I will eat this. I don't know what porgy is. It's a fish. Is there a salmon? Hold on, porgy, you're going in B tier. I'm holding out high hopes for salmon. Oh! Ask and you shall receive. I won't put it in S tier because actually I will. That sounds delicious. Seafood menu. I'll put it in B. We already have it in S. Fruity tomato stew. Solid C tier, got nothing to say. Tomato soup is good. What's the difference between a soup and a stew? Can I admit that I don't know what that is? Deep fried drumstick. Okay, I have a hot take about this. Fried chicken is only good like a day later after it's been sitting in the fridge overnight. It's only good as leftovers. I can see the comments now. They're a little bit upset. That's a good take. Deep fried bird thigh, the same thing. It suffers the same fate, unfortunately. I really like it when it's cold. That's normal, right? Tell me I'm not the only one. I'll put it in A tier because it's delicious. Fragrant seafood stew. Now that sounds atrocious. Seafood is already fragrant. It already has a smell to it, an odor that's like more pungent than normal foods. This is built to smell. This is going in D tier. Copious meat skewers. You're being a little bit ridiculous. I don't know why we need copious amounts of meat on a skewer, but I could be persuaded to put it in A tier. Okay, meat on a skewer sounds like fun to eat. Like it's a kebab. Kebabs are incredible. When you think about it like that, the A tier makes sense. That's like 4 fish. And they're all looking at me. This is just when you eat one fish, like more and more of them start showing up and staring at you. I imagine the cloud in their eyes is like their souls trapped there. I'm not eating this. You will be cursed. It will haunt you. You're gonna have weird fishy dreams for the rest of time. Prime spiced meat skewer. Okay, wait. Move down the copious meat skewers to B tier. Move up the prime meat spiced meat skewer meat. Yes. Salt grilled greens. I could go for this. I like it because it's just like you're adding salt to it at least, so it's gonna have a bit of a crunch, a bit more flavor, and you're grilling them. So I got like massive amounts of respect for you. That's B tier. I'll eat it right now. No, what? It's A tier. Salt grilled mushrooms? I don't like mushrooms, guys. I'm sorry. I'll try it, okay? I'll put aside the horrors of it kind of being similar to me, and I will try it. I'll face my fears. Salt grilled prime meat. I'm putting it in C tier. I feel like you could do so much more with meat to just put salt on it and throw it on the grill. That's like a little bit insulting. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Salt grilled gourmet meat. Something about the giant bone is throwing me off. Oh, Quinn, you love ribs. It's your favorite food of all time. True, that is just bones. That was a great argument comment there. How did you know I liked ribs? Yeah, you know what? I will move it to B tier, actually. Yeah, you know what? I will move it to A tier, actually. That sounds good now that I think about it. Tomato mushroom stew. My main complaint about mushrooms is that they weren't mixed into things. This is literally the ultimate mix into things. The whole point of stew is to mix things. That's B tier. There's so many elixirs. But let's go through elixirs right now. Fairy tonic? I bet it's refreshing. This powerful recovery elixir harnesses the power of fairies and has a sweet fragrance. Harness the power of fairies is such a nice way to say, like, you've turned them into a drink. I'm putting it in D tier, actually, now that I think about it. The implications of turning fairies into a beverage is, I don't like that. Hearty elixir looks like tomato juice. Not a fan, man. I'll try this, but I don't think I'm eating it. Drinking it with my mouth. Enduring elixir? Now that's an A tier. The neon green color is a little bit off-putting. Like, I'll drink it and I'll probably start glowing, but maybe that's a good thing. Bright elixir. Now, you'll drink this and you will literally start glowing. I was correct to assume that this was coming. I don't want that. Sticky elixir? No thanks. I'd prefer to be less sticky. Sneaky elixir is grape flavored. It looks really nice. I can already tell I'm gonna love it. I can already tell it tastes delicious. Puff elixir? This is water. I love water, not as much as I love milk. Mighty elixir? I'll put it in C tier. Oh, I'll put it in A tier. It's orange juice, right? That's what it looks like to me. Oh, it takes bokoblin guts to make it. I will not be, I'll try it once. Fireproof elixir? It's a lizard. Okay, now that I'm looking at the ingredients, I feel like I'm less likely to try and drink some of these. There's a lizard in there. I'll try it once. Maybe it's really good. I'm about to admit something that you can't make fun of me for. I have tried bugs. Like, have you ever tried the chocolate covered bugs? I've tried that. It's pretty good. Like, it doesn't really have a taste. So I'm not that concerned about eating like a dragonfly. Like, maybe the dragonfly is also delicious. You can eat bugs now. And I've done it. I'll put it in B tier. You know, I enjoy the chocolate bugs. I'm thinking about that now. It sounds nice. Chili elixir sounds very refreshing and delicious, and I will, you know what, A tier, honestly. On a hot summer day, drink a chili elixir? Oh my god. Now a spicy elixir. That's just like kind of upsetting, right? Why would that's just hot sauce. I'm not drinking. You could put it on stuff. I didn't even think of that. Grants a low-level warming effect. It's mild sauce, dude. I love that shit. I might have to put this S tier. Hasty Elixir. We already have an energy drink. This one looks better. You know what? Remove Enduring Elixir. I'm placing it in C tier, honestly. But a Hasty Elixir, the blue color is just so much more alluring. Be honest, blue tastes better than green. I am not willing to argue about that because I am correct. Now, an energizing elixir. I mean, it's not incredible to me. That's all the elixirs. I forgot they existed. I did put mild sauce in S tier. It's true. It's true. Seared steak? For my friends, I gotta put it A tier. I do. They love steak. It must be incredible. Seared prime steak? That must be better. Right? We'll move this down to B tier. We'll put this one here. That's great. That sounds nice. Seared gourmet steak. Okay, now you're getting crazy. What's cool about this? This has existed for centuries. This was like one of the first things people were eating, and it's been perfect since day one. I'm putting prime meat down here. I'm moving the gourmet meat up top. I think it's an A tier. I think it deserves it. All right, terrible news. It seems I'm running out of space. I have to rearrange. Give me a second. I'll be right back. The next item on the list is an egg tart. What the hell is that? Why does this sound good? I have to look at it. I love the little descriptions underneath all the recipes, by the way. They're very cute. You'll know this simple dessert is done baking when it smells just delightful. Delightful is a lovely word. It's one that I wish I could add to my vocabulary more. I'm gonna add egg tart. Honestly, it came out the gate swinging. Noble Pursuit. Okay, that's S tier. It's S tier. The Gerudo ladies love it. It looks so good. I'll take 2, please. Monster stew. I'll take none, please. I'll try a monster stew, all right? I'll try it. It's bubbling. I'll try it. The same thing with monster soup. I don't know what the difference is. What is the difference between soup and stew? Soup uses more liquid. Dude, I'm a liquid enjoyer. I've been saying it for years. The thing about this is it's glowing purple, but I will eat it. And if it is yelling at me while I'm eating it, that's fine. Monster rice balls. Am I crazy? Maybe it's trying to get me to eat it, which is once again very concerning, but this looks delicious. Monster cake, you already know, dude. I'm taking a bite. I'm taking a bite, okay? Dark soup. I could be persuaded. I'll put it in C tier. The dark curry. A hard-hitting curry with a dark clump base. What does that mean? I'm putting it in A tier. I want to try it. I do. Is it weird that I think it looks like it tastes good? It looks like Jell-O, and I think that's the problem. It's tricking me. It's mimicking foods that I enjoy. Who are you? Honey candy? What the hell? I forgot that was in the game. I could even put that in S tier. I love the taste of honey. Honeying apple. Dude. Yes, please. It's not a put it in my mouth right now kind of thing, but it looks really good. I'll go get some after this. I don't know if it exists in real life, but I'd like to find out. Hot buttered apple. Okay, now you're overstepping your boundaries, game. We do not need to be putting butter on an apple. I'm kind of upset. I'm putting it in C tier. Cheesy omelet. I talk a lot of trash on adding cheese to things that don't need cheese. This looks incredible. This is the one thing you add cheese to, and I'm like, all right, that makes sense. You get a pass. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. Oh, highly in tomato pizza. How could I forget? How could I forget about pizza? Dude, that immediately is going in S tier, which is concerning because we do not have room for it. And I hate to do it, but I think I have to remove one item from the S tier, and it's the honey crepe. It's been on my mind that I'm not just doing it to free up space for pizza. This is real opinions that I have, and I think I gotta drop it down. And highly in tomato pizza, yes, thank you so much. The cheese shop has added taste to Hyrule finally. Melty cheese bread. Okay, I might be a rat, dude. You caught me. That's so good. There's a bread shop in Canada. It's a bakery, and it has cheese bread that you can just get, and then it's you just pull it apart and eat it. I would eat a loaf a day if I went there every day, and it's going in S tier. I'm gonna tuck it in right next to the bread. Veggie porridge. What am I, a bear and his family? I'm not eating this. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Meaty rice balls. Yes, please. Look, they gave them a little jacket too. They made sure they were warm. It's adorable. I imagine the rice is smiling. Veggie rice balls. Also, you know what? Also A tier. Gourmet meat and rice bowl. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. It's A tier. That's one of my go-to meals. So easy to make. Meat and rice bowl, just a normal one. No gourmet meat? Don't disrespect me like that. I'm a man of exquisite taste. I demand excellence. And the crab omelet with rice, I think that might be excellence. I'm adding a bunch to A tier right now. I feel like these all deserve it. We are getting some good meals. Who's next? Seafood paella. What the hell? I feel like I pronounced that right. I'm impressed with myself. It's rice with chicken and vegetables, and in this case, seafood. Dude, I'm hungry. That's going into A tier. Wait, it's seafood, so maybe I move it down to B tier and then hope that like a meat one shows up. I think I'm eating it. I'm definitely eating it. It's probably perfect. Poultry palif, it's gotta go B tier because the A tier is just better. Cheesy risotto? I am not a rat. I am not a rat. I am not a rat. C tier. Mushroom risotto? I'd hate to do it so late into the video, but it's gotta be fish. Who's next? Simmered tomatoes. That's a fancy word to say tomato soup. I'm putting it in C tier. Tomato seafood soup. That's just a fancy word to say tomato soup. Creamy meat soup. I just don't like that combination of words. I'm putting it in C tier. Meat stew. I would put this in S tier, but it's a solid A tier. I eat it because of the convenience, I'm not gonna lie to you. Pumpkin stew. This is tough because I like pumpkin, right? But it's very overwhelming taste. I'll taste it and I'll give you my honest opinion. Seafood curry. This holds a special spot in my heart because I'm pretty sure the people at Laurelin just kind of gave me this. I don't even know if I cooked this. Like, this was made with love and I would feel bad if I put it anywhere other than A tier. Gourmet meat curry. I feel like that just has to be A tier, right? It's up here. Poultry curry. I'm putting it in B tier. Cheesy curry. I'm not a rat. I'm not. I promise. I'm putting it in C. Oh, it sounds good though. Cheesy curry. No, it doesn't. You're not a mouse. I think in a past life I might have been a rat. Hold on. Double checking. I'm pretty sure that is everything. Oh my God. He has done it. Kind of. There's a little bit more. Let me take you through this section really fast because all of this is going to be D tier. It's literally unedible. The frozen foods. I'm pretty sure it says like it's too frozen for Link to even eat. And he has the sharpest teeth in Hyrule. It's hard as a rock, but it's supposedly edible. Who told you that? Link? So all of that, I'm going to put it in D tier. There is also a roasted version of like every single vegetable in the game, which was by far the hardest part of this whole list, just finding all these individual foods. So I'm putting all of these in C tier. This is my tier list. I think it's good. I did not expect to do a video like this. I wasn't gonna add anything, but it's part 100%, I'm pretty sure. And if it's not, I'm glad I got to do this because I didn't know it existed until Tears of the Kingdom. There's an entire recipe list and all of them come with these like really cute descriptions. It's just a fun way to tackle parts of this game that I've never done because if you watch my videos, you know I don't cook things. I just eat raw ingredients, but it's so cool that all of this is here and it's just easy to miss. Like, it does not need to be here, but it is, and I think that's really nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was fun. I really enjoyed this. I'm back now. First video back, and I just talked about food for an hour and 40 minutes. I don't even know if this is gonna be a good video, but it is done now, and I'm happy that I've done it because it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on a video in a couple of days. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe a horror game. I've been thinking about playing a few. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. See you later. Hope you have a good day. See you next time. Bye. See you later. Bye.